Hello, my love. Welcome back to the show. Today, I want to talk about how your money story shapes your reality. A lot of people that I work with when they first come to me do not realize that your words are so powerful. Your beliefs are so powerful. And what you speak and what you truly believe becomes your reality. This is all energetics. So, when you vibrate at this highest frequency and you unblock everything that is keeping you stuck, you become magnetized and you create the life you want. So, let me explain what this looks like. One of my clients that I was working with last week was talking to me about how she's 33 and she has never had a savings account. And I told her there's nothing to be ashamed of, that we cannot judge ourselves. We have to have so much compassion for ourselves and look from a neutral lens and kind of dissect why that is the case. And as we uncovered with her, it turns out that when she was younger, she wanted to play soccer. And all the other kids in her school were playing soccer. They all grew up in a little bit of a higher economic wealth situation, whereas her family sort of struggled. Both her mom and dad were in and out of work. They had multiple jobs. They moved around a lot, and her reality looked a little different than the girls that she was friends with at school. So, because her closest friends were able to do everything without any resistance from their parents, she never understood why, when she came home, her mother would say, "Well, money doesn't grow on trees, and those people are just greedy and they're bad. Like, just because you can afford to do that doesn't mean you need to do that." And she basically created this perception that anybody who had money wasn't a good person for my client. So now my client is 33 and she's never been able to save enough money to set it aside and put it into a savings account. And this stems from the beliefs that were basically ingrained in her as a child. Those beliefs not only subconsciously were stored, she took those beliefs on as her own without knowing it. So she's unconsciously been going through life for 33 years thinking that people of wealth were bad people. So even though she's made more money than both her mother and father, as the entrepreneur that she is unable to make more money because she's afraid that her mom and dad are going to think she's bad, that her inner circle that she's friends with now, who are all around the same tax bracket as her, are going to think she is bad. They're not going to like her because they won't have anything in common. This is a very, very popular belief. There are so many people that grew up with a similar conditioning, and there is nothing wrong with that. Unfortunately for her parents, they were probably programmed by their parents with those beliefs, and they never challenged those beliefs. They never got to the core of why they even thought those things. They just kept repeating those same patterns. And because of that, now my client is doing the same thing. And until you work through the fear, in her case, the fear that people aren't going to like her anymore, that they're going to think she's greedy or bad if she has more than them, you're not going to consciously or subconsciously be able to hold more because you're incapable of that. So, your personal money story, that's her personal money story, is shaping your reality. She is currently not able to build extra money to put aside in savings because she has been carrying around a belief that tells her people are bad if they have too much money or even enough money. So, we are working through her subconscious programming, and she has finally opened up a savings account. And we are helping her feel safe and confident in this new program and this new belief that this is a good thing, that it is okay to have savings, that it is okay to be prepared and to be comfortable, that money is good and that it can be used for good things. Our thoughts are like a movie that is just constantly playing. And until you hit stop and you actually take that film out and put in a new tape, or keep that tape in, delete everything on it, and re record, it's going to play the same movie. It's going to project out the only thing that it knows because that's the only thing that's been recorded. There's no other data on there. So if you want a new story, you have to create that story. And that requires work because nothing happens overnight. Everything is an active, conscious choice. It's a daily practice. And you only need 2 to 5 minutes every single day. It's really that simple. Just applying yourself every single day, just like brushing your teeth. Just taking the time every day to commit to these habits, to create a new money story. If I told you right now that you could have all of the money in the world, if you just shifted your money story, you could shift your reality. If you believed that, you would do it. You have to believe what you can't see with the naked eye. You have to look at the expanders in the world who motivate you and inspire you because they are proof that it's possible for you. You can't just wait for this miracle to show up in your field and change your reality. Seeing to believe is noticing the things around you, noticing people who have what you want, and using that as a guide to what is possible for you. You can't see a deity, whether that's God, the universe, any type of spirit. You can't see it, but if you truly are faithful, you believe it. You believe that's guiding you at all times. We can't always see the things that exist. And it's honestly a beautiful thing that we can't, because that's what makes it a miracle. That's what makes it a gift. And it's so powerful. So today, I want you to think about the reality that you have been holding on to for so long. Whatever that story is, what is that tape that's been on repeat over and over and over? Where did that tape start? How far back does that tape go? Think about what was taught and shaped and molded as a child. What conditioned you in your youth? What did you see growing up? What did you hear? What decisions have you made that have impacted any reality that you have now? Just because something happened once doesn't mean it's going to happen again. And just because you fear something's going to happen doesn't mean it's ever going to happen for a first time. Those are just conditions that we have to unlearn. It's as simple as that. So if you are ready to deprogram whatever story you've been telling yourself and rewrite that story so you can create a new reality so that your money story looks as good as your reality, then I want to invite you into my 3-week money manifestation challenge. In this challenge, I'm going to help you manifest money, but we're going to do it in a very beautiful way that allows you to have the tools forever to manifest anything, not just money. But we are going to rewrite your money story. We're going to create your new reality. And I'm going to help you get to a place that feels so, so, so good, that you feel confident in. And I'm going to teach you how to do this repeatedly with everything in your life. So if that is something that excites you and you feel truly authentically aligned with, then please, I've left a link below for you to learn more about the challenge. I'd love to see you in the challenge. And I would love, love, love nothing more than for you to leave a comment, DM me, email me, write to me on Instagram, and let me know what your money story is. Let me know what's been happening with you. If you have any subconscious beliefs that are stopping you, they're blocking you from getting to the reality that you want. Let's get a conversation going. Let's elevate and expand, because everything that you truly desire in your heart, in your soul, it is meant for you. I love you so much, and I cannot wait to hopefully see you in the money challenge. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you on the next one.